Greetings, kitties! Welcome back to Keepers of the Crypt, our Tales from the Crypt podcast that delves deep into the dungeon of horrifying delights that Tales from the Crypt always had in store for us. Welcome, Tales from the Crypt, to the streaming era. We are so excited that you're on Shudder. We are pumped to see new fans finding the show, old fans getting to re-fall in love with the show. We are so happy that we're doing this journey along with everyone else. Before today's wonderful episode, a little bit of business. People, please find Misfit Parade on YouTube. That's our channel. You can find this podcast, our short films, as well as our sister podcast, the Messed Up Movies podcast. If you love Tales from the Crypt, you definitely love yourself some messed up movies. And that's what we talk about over there. So again, a subscription to Misfit Parade on YouTube helps us out a ton. You can also find the Messed Up Movies podcast and Keepers of the Crypt wherever you like to find your podcast, be that Apple, Spotify, wherever. We're there. If you could leave us a 5-star rating, a review, share an episode with a friend, that helps the cause out enormously. We find ourselves today, Season 2, Episode 15, Mute Witness to Murder. Young woman Suzy looks out the window of her apartment and witnesses a man murdering a woman in the apartment directly across the street from hers. Suzy is so traumatized by what she sees that she's rendered mute. Suzy is placed in the care of Dr. Trask, who, alas, turns out to be the man who committed the murder she witnessed. This episode is directed by Jim Simpson, starring Richard Thomas, Patricia Clarkson, Reed Birney, and of course, John Kassir as the Crypt Keeper.
One of our backers had informed us that some of these episodes had actually been written for a different show that tanked or didn't go through, and so they get incorporated in Tales from the Crypt. I swear this
Melanie
is one of those
St.
episodes.
George, if you're listening. Yeah, that was actually something I had forgotten and had to go back and research a little bit.
Okay, what did you
there
find?
was this spin-off series, right, that they were going to do, and I just don't think that there was enough backing for, it like got lost in that like development hell.
Yeah, this is one of those that just, it feels like a late night USA murder episode that doesn't quite fit in the Tales from the Crypt realm, but it works. It's okay. But yeah, again, this kind of feels like it was written for a different show. I like this one okay.
Yeah, it's essentially a Rear Window knockoff.
Yeah, right. Like you immediately pick up on the Hitchcock.
Yeah.
Within 5 minutes.
Yes. So, because essentially it's some kind of party.
Real quick, before we move on, just the characters or the talent behind it. Jim Simpson is our director. Another, as we talked about in the last episode, doesn't seem to actually have much directorial experience before or after this. He was an assistant director on Event Horizon, which is cool. Assistant director for Spice World, interestingly, and did a movie called The Guys that he was a director. I don't know anything about that. But also is starring, what's her name? Patricia Clarkson, which is why we were talking about the Green Mile.
She was the warden's wife. Yeah, she's a great character actor.
Yeah, she is. And I loved her in this. She did great. I thought the characters in this one I really enjoyed, actually. I like the acting in this. I like the characters.
Bill from the TV It plays the creepy doctor. Yeah.
Who I thought is like a really interesting character for a bad guy, is a man who has literally, to survive, kill anything that stresses him out or he will die.
Yeah.
Which is an interesting concept. It's not realistic, but it's interesting.
Right. So I was looking it up, right? I forgot the titles, but the 2 spinoff series from Tales from the Crypt they were going to do. Two-Fisted Tales. They produced a pilot for Two-Fisted Tales, right? The producers. Which was meant to function as another anthology series with a focus on grittier adventure and war stories. Right?
Okay.
It's made up of 3 stories linked together by a ghostly...
Like Two-Fisted fighting Two-Fisted.
Not necessarily. It doesn't really say exactly. And then the other one was Perversions of Science, which was a science fiction anthology.
Which I think they did. I vaguely remember there was like a show about where it was like hosted by like a sex robot.
Yeah, a sexualized robot was the host.
They did do that.
It lasted a full season, but couldn't capture the same enthusiasm.
The very first episode...
we have to add this to the list.
We might have to do that one just because the very first episode, I will never forget. It's about a guy who buys a sex robot that somehow breaks and is basically his dick gets stuck in the robot and he has to walk around like trying to hide that he's trapped in a robot.
Man, that's how Black Mirror starts too. That's how a lot of these shows are coming in heavy. Another reboot that almost happened was I think it was 2017. They canceled it, but M. Night Shyamalan was gonna reboot Tales from the Crypt.
No shit, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he would have had a good mind for it.
It's always like kind of hung out in like rights limbo.
Well, that's what killed his version too. Is
Yep.
I guess the rights are just absolute disaster. I don't know. I need to read more.
It's just amazing that there's people out, like there's different parties out there who all refuse to give up their right and do nothing with it.
Well, I just can't imagine there's not a way that there's money to be made.
Yeah, there's money to be made, and maybe they all just want that piece and think the other party will cave. But like right now, nobody gets anything out of it.
Well, I mean, what'll eventually happen is 30 years from now, they'll all be dead.
Then we'll get our Tales from the Crypt.
And we'll get it when we're old
when
as
we're in a
shit.
We'll just be sitting out, hanging out in the nursing home watching Tales from the Crypt.
Welcome back to Tales from the Crypt. We didn't know there'd be more. Right? It's fucking insane. That in the age of Shudder and Screambox and horror everywhere, Netflix, Amazon, everyone does horror now.
Right. And they redid Creepshow like
that we don't. Creepshow is fine.
It's fine, exactly.
It's
Tales from the Crypt would have been so much better.
It's the Wish.com Tales from the Crypt.
Right.
It's fine. It's fun. I like the new show a lot. It's not the same.
It's not.
You know, I was going to say, like, Jordan Peele has to have the muscle to get this done, but then he made a Twilight Zone that was pretty bad. I didn't watch them all, but it wasn't great.
Anthology shows are hard.
They're really hard. But this is what I was telling you, because we're in a group that's working on making some films, and everyone's like, why don't you make an anthology instead of a feature, right? And I'm like, well, because then you have to make 6 movies.
Right.
So you need characters, costumes, scripts, locations, right? So it seems easier because it's smaller, but it can actually end up being like a shitload more work. Neither here nor there. We're here to talk about creepy doctor who for some reason fucking fucks up these 2 women.
2
wife
women.
and mother-in-law, right?
Right. So yeah, because
I don't know what's going on. Is he just having like an American Psycho threesome? Like, don't just look at it, eat it, right? You know what I mean? Is that what's going on?
What?
You've never seen American Psycho?
I have. I'm trying to remember the episode you're talking about.
When he hires the 2 prostitutes, and he's like, get on all 4s so she can see your asshole.
Oh, right. I forgot. It's been a long time.
Yeah, and he's like, Janine, it's not going to eat itself.
Well,
right?
no, we learned like...
What?
So we're fast forwarding a little bit, but we learned he has like some kind of heart condition that if he gets too overwhelmed, he will have a heart attack and die.
Which is a strange thing for a murderer who kills people with their bare hands. He's a strangulation murderer. The amount of cardio fortitude you'd have to be a strangulation murderer.
But it seems like it's only psychological stress, not physical stress for him. Because the guy is actually in pretty decent shape, so obviously he has to work out.
He goes down because he's physically choking her. And that's what like begins his
true,
exertion. Right?
Yeah. So yeah, like why that didn't actually occur when he did the same thing to his wife.
It's like when I walk up 4 stairs and I'm immediately right. Like I know I'm gonna make it, but there's that moment,
right?
Where I'm like, I don't know.
Gonna be it?
Yeah. I don't know. I've had a lot of cigarettes in my days.
But yeah, so we assume that's why
cigarettes. It's always there.
We assume that's why he kills his wife and why the main character.
So is that his wife? Do we ever find out who he kills?
I don't think we ever. I just made an assumption it was his wife.
Yeah,
but yeah, he could have been girlfriend, prostitute. I don't know.
Yeah, so he kills not only 1, but 2 because he looks like he hits the first one.
Were there 2 people there?
Grabs the cord and I think strangle. Unless
no.
lady.
It's the
she
same
like
person.
runs off.
Like he hits her over the head and she gets up and you see she's bleeding.
That's
so
right.
He didn't kill her. So he's like, all right,
That's
and
right.
he rips off the cord to the curtains.
Right.
And runs up and then
physically strangles someone with a cord.
Yeah, that somehow doesn't kill him.
Not a big guy.
Right.
This is a tall task. This is a tall task.
There is a bit of suspension of disbelief. But
maybe
again,
that's why he drops so fast at the end, because he's been pushing it.
Right.
He's been redlining for like a week.
There's not much reserve left in that heart.
Yeah, and it's kind of a fun setup for the episode. I don't know if it's scientifically based or not. You're a doctor.
Absolutely
you know
not. Like, there's
me.
so much like as a doctor when I watch this episode, I'm like,
there's
what?
no version of shock where people stop speaking.
Well, I don't know about
Unless
that.
she's still communicating in other ways.
That's definitely. I've never seen it. I never got taught about it. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but it's definitely something I think that like happened a lot more in the movies in the 90s.
I'm just asking the question. Don't Joe Rogan me. I'm just asking the question.
It's definitely it's a funny, not funny.
Are you positive to say right now
I'm not, which is why I'm not going to
100% that no one has ever been scared by seeing a murder.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I've never seen it and never got taught about it.
It feels like they saw the movie Witness.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Mute Witness.
Hell yeah.
But I think Mute Witness came after this.
The movie Witness with Harrison Ford.
Oh, wrong one. Okay.
Right?
I was thinking the movie. There's another movie called Mute Witness.
This is a very popular
Yeah, right.
idea.
This is definitely a common trope.
What if
this
there's
time.
a witness that can't communicate?
Yeah. Lots of people thought they had an original idea.
Yeah.
At that point. But but it is kind of a funny thing, like around that time where people thought like if you just couldn't talk, like you all of a sudden went mute, you were insane.
Right.
Right? Like
the biggest question is, because she's still panicking at the start. And her husband calls a doctor who ends up being Dr.
Which is
Deathworth.
also an interesting thing. It's like a thing like I don't know, like I was young in the 90s, but I don't ever remember being like, call the doctor, and the doctor just like shows up at your house. Like that seems like a thing from like...
he's calling like his neighbor doctor who they probably hung out with, met at functions. He's probably calling him direct, not the hospital.
That's what I was trying to pace apart. Like, did they know this guy personally?
He lives in their back porch, essentially.
Right, so did they know this guy was a doctor?
I'm assuming that they met him, they're friendly, and so he called him direct.
But he tells his wife he's calling the doctor. And she doesn't, and it's a surprise that he's the one that shows up. So she wasn't expecting him.
I think she's in full-on panic mode. Because the biggest question of the show is when he's like, honey, what happened? And again, this was the 90s, right? Where everyone had to like manually remember things. Everyone had a little tablet and pencil by their phone.
Right.
So you could write things down. So
right,
goes,
yeah, she never wrote
what
anything.
happened?
Yeah.
Dr. Death murdered his wife. And I saw it and am scared into silence, right? Just jot it down.
Right.
But I think she's in shock.
Sure. Yeah,
She's
she
like,
doesn't even try charades.
It's like maybe this is a guy that she's known for a while, right? At the end, he's very fucking friendly with her. Maybe there was a dalliance. Who knows? And so she's panicking. And by the time she could get her wits about her enough to communicate at all, he's already in the room, and her husband's like, I should definitely tackle her and let him inject her.
No, like, well, that's the other thing that, like, so
he goes fucking brains him first.
Right, she comes after. Right, she's coming after him with the golf club, and he
so you're
steps in the
saying
way.
She deserved it?
No, I'm saying no. What struck me out is so the doctor goes out on the balcony, looks across the way, realizes she saw the murder, and just reaches into his pocket and pulls out a syringe. Full of sedative.
He's got a lot of syringes. He loves syringes.
And nobody questions that this guy is just walking around with syringes full of sedative.
You're a doctor, so this doesn't occur to you, but the power that you people wield.
That's what I have to wonder.
Because for most, I'm telling you, my knowledge of what happens in my body is zero.
Sure.
I imagine my body like when I was younger, I thought that when I ate food, it like went all the way to my feet. And was just like in me, right? Till I was like a teenager, probably. Like I didn't know anything. So when doctors tell me shit, I just assume they know stuff, right? Which led to me getting sick when my first doctor like misdiagnosed me. I'm like, well, he's a doctor,
right? You just follow, yeah, of course, like, and of course you would.
We just assume anything doctors say and do.
I get
like they put in a lot of work,
but I just
right?
wonder
Why would they fuck it up?
Where's the line? Because if Amy, your wife, just stopped talking. And somehow you got a doctor to do a house call. He just comes out, like sits on your porch for a minute, then turns around and just out of his pocket pulls out a syringe, like, I'm going to inject her with this. Would you be like, okay, go for it?
I want to be the guy who immediately is like, no.
I'm like, or at least like ask a question. Like,
I mean, if he's like, it's a sedative to save her life, I mean, like,
but she's not asleep. She's sitting there.
Yeah, I don't want her to have a heart attack or bite her tongue off, or she's fucking hitting me with fire pokers.
Right, but she's not doing any of that stuff. She's just, when he pulls out the syringe, that's why she freaks out, because she sees him pull out the syringe.
She fucking hits him with the fire poker before the syringe, though, right?
No, she's looking through the window. She sees him pull out a syringe. Right. She's like, oh, fuck, I can't let him inject me with that. So she starts defending herself.
Also, why hit the fucking husband, dude?
Because he steps in the way. There was an accident.
Fool. Fools. I might let someone inject
you. Might? Okay, again.
Well,
like
now
said,
that I've seen this, it'll be in my brain.
Yeah, right. So this is actually a productive episode. Guys, if a doctor does a house call and one of you is mute and a doctor pulls out a syringe, don't let them inject you.
In the extremely likely case that you spontaneously become mute and your partner's tackling you, don't let.
Yeah, there's nothing you need that's injected if you're suddenly mute. Trust me.
I just imagine that was like that John Mulaney joke, right? Where he's like, it must have been awesome to be a doctor in like the 1800s. Because he's like, you go in a house, he's like, your doctor has spirits. Let's do cocaine about it. It's like, you would just say whatever wild shit, and people are like, oh, all right, doc. You just walk around with a bag of drugs, right? Like heroin and fucking coke and whatever. Here's some morphine. Fix your back, farmer.
Yeah, just like the random shit that we just like threw at people, and we thought. I mean, who knows what we're doing that
we built this great society on the back of men with bags full of drugs. I mean, kept our workforce going.
It's pretty incredible, actually. Like even like the past like 15, 20, 30 years, like how much of that was just things we thought were true, just like a total and utter nonsense.
Just going down. But that's what I mean, because people like me, we have no fucking idea what you guys actually do. So we just assume, like, oh, the doctor told you.
Yeah, it's a tough balance, definitely even for us, but like even for me as a provider, when I go to see somebody else who's more specialized than me, like how much do I question? Like how much more do you know than me? What are you doing that is...
I'll do my own research guy.
No, I'm not.
Are you anti-vax?
No, I am absolutely. I am pro-vax.
Cloud's
everybody
anti-vax.
Vaccinate everything that the CDC recommends.
If a doctor
100%.
comes to you and wants to vaccinate your mute partner, don't do it. No, I'm just kidding.
If your mute partner has not had a tetanus shot in 10 years and they want a tetanus shot, go ahead. Sure,
if I wanted
totally
this to really be a 4-hour-long podcast, I would just play the part of an anti-COVID guy and just watch you like fucking explode in rage.
That would be the last episode because I'd have an aneurysm and it would just explode.
You would go mute.
Yeah, I would go mute. Just short out like a robot.
It was fun for me to know it sucked because we've been roommates since college. We're still not, but we were roommates, and so we've known each other a long time,
over 20 years.
So you're just my buddy.
Right.
And often I forget you're a doctor, but watching you as COVID hit gave me a very unique window into this life-changing event that we all went through. We're not here to talk about COVID. We're here to talk about fucking shitty husbands and neighbors. So this lady ends up fully like incarcerated in an asylum, straitjacket.
Right. Which is another
the husband's also, he's like, go home and get some sleep. He's like, all right, I'm out of here, Patty. It's like, what?
She was mute. Why is she in a straitjacket? It's like,
well, she did brain his ass.
That's true.
With
She
a
did
poker.
hit him once.
So he probably is like, oh no, something's wrong. Because even his sister's like, I'm a medical sales rep, whatever that is. And he's just like, did you ask questions?
Right.
Have you checked on this guy? And he's like, well, no, maybe I will. And it's like, you should have done that.
Yeah.
Like day one.
And maybe that is like a good commentary from this episode is like how much trust, like how dangerous and excessive amount of trust in the medical community can be.
Here you go. This is how it starts.
Maybe.
I'm just asking questions.
Right. I mean, it's fine to ask questions.
I'm
like
just
that's
asking questions.
I don't oppose that. Again, in this extreme situation, you should be definitely asking a lot of questions.
Yeah, if they're just pocketing syringes, right?
Pocketing
and
syringes,
strapping them onto beds in straitjackets.
Yep. And she was in a padded room by herself. Nobody else was going in there, and she was strapped to a gurney to go to bed.
Well, because you can still hurt yourself.
But you can
still hurt yourself.
But there was nothing to indicate she was a danger to herself. And if she didn't have any weapons, she wasn't a danger to anybody else.
This is what I mean, though. If my wife hits me in the face with a fire poker, he's gone mute and is like hyperventilating. They go into that room and she's like running around. I mean, I don't know what the fuck I would do.
Right.
You know? So there's a part of me that's like,
You don't know.
This
You don't know
husband's
if
a
you
dipshit. It feels like. But also, you're like, I think a lot of us would slide into that.
Right.
Husbands and wives, where you're just like, I have no fucking clue what's happening. The amount of times as an adult, when you're like, I got to be responsible for another adult or kid, where you're just like, I have no fucking idea.
Right. So you're going to trust the person in authority who you would assume has your loved one's
who lives
best interest
next
at heart.
door to you, who can't possibly be a murderer,
right?
A serial killer, and as we find out later, a serial rapist. Can't possibly be those guys. He's got to be a good guy. He's my neighbor. How could my own neighbor, the doctor, who's very genial, whatever, not help?
Right. Yeah.
It's you so absurd. It's impossible to believe.
You default to truth. Like that's one thing that
society exists because we all trust like like when I lived in apartments for years in LA. You just see people who live right next door to you.
Right.
Who could just kick your fucking door down in the middle of the night every day. You have to, at some level, be like, I trust these people. Like, I had to fill out an application, so did they. We must be fine. Right?
That's one thing that, I really like Malcolm Gladwell. Like, he has books, a lot of books, actually, talk about that. And, like, if you didn't trust every single person around you how non-functional you would be as a human being. Because there are people like that, and they have a hard time functioning in the world.
You just went to the food court and you're like, that guy's probably a serial killer.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't stay.
Right, yeah.
Right?
Like, you wouldn't go anywhere. Well, the guy who called out Bernie Madoff.
Yeah.
Like, but he was a guy who assumed the worst out of everybody.
Right.
And so, like, but
everyone else is like, this is fucking, that's crazy.
Right. So, like, he saw it, but he also saw it in a lot of other people. So he was, like, socially a non-functional person.
This is how the whole thing works, right? Is we have these social norms, and the people in power change them or abuse the shit out of them.
Right.
To get what they want, they get the money out of it, and then they make us fight about it while they take all the money upwards.
Right. There's always a sociopath who will take.
And when they're on their yachts and
trust,
fucking Gulf Streams, they don't give a shit what we're fighting about.
Right.
You know, like this is the way it works.
There's always going to be a perpetual what's the word? It's not opportunities, but there's a perpetual vulnerability.
Yes.
I guess would probably be a better word for it.
And this is the thing, right? Like I am a generally mistrusting person, but also you have to develop an apathy to exist in the world.
Right.
I assume everyone who's a politician is fucking trying to cheat.
Sure.
Right? I don't believe in the Mr. Smith goes to Washington. I was a Boy Scout leader and I want to help build a creek. Right? Like,
right.
What? Like, I feel like now...
Is that what it says?
Well, right. He's going to, like, help the Boy Scouts do some shit or whatever,
okay.
Right? When he, like, filibusters. But I'm like, the fact that everyone in Congress now is a lawyer...
Or a celebrity. Or...
They're all... Like, almost all of them are lawyers now. Right? Like, probably 90-some% of our politicians are lawyers. And I was like, there you go. Lawyers exist to fucking write bullshit contracts to cheat and steal and swindle.
Or they at least said they were a lawyer.
I mean, to me, it's as just honorable a profession as exists, right? Is politician and lawyer. When you merge them together,
right.
I can't possibly believe in anything.
When your career is bending the truth to win, and then you combine that into politics,
Politics is a game of accruing and exerting power. No matter what side you're on, that's what it is.
Right, because that's what it takes to get whatever your agenda is passed. Like
have to, that's all it is I want to have the power to tell another group of people they have to do what I want us to do.
Yeah.
And inherently, I think that's fucked up. Right? Like I mean,
it has to be done.
You need all this stuff at a societal level. I get it. But I'm saying it's crazy to me that people are so trusting.
Right.
Like they're shocked when they find out, like, what? Fox News wasn't being honest with us? My God. Wait, Joe Biden didn't tell the truth? And it's like, God, no shit, motherfuckers. Right? They're spoon feeding us from troughs, right? They're giving us just enough.
Yeah.
It's
just what lies are you willing to tolerate?
Yeah, well, it's like, what is like a white lie?
Yeah.
What's like a lie of like, I can't get done what I said I get done, and what's like a really nefarious lie?
Yeah.
But when you really boil it down, they're all fucking lying.
Right.
Right? They're all...
At some point or time or another.
And
sure, I don't disagree with that.
Doctors, whoever, right? You just go in, and they're, like I said, everyone hates a politician. Everyone fucking hates a lawyer.
Not everybody hates a doctor. Lots of people do.
Teacher.
Lots of people hate doctors, though.
I think the COVID thing made that weird.
Yeah.
Because it became doctors became political.
Yeah, we became a political figure.
Right? Like, my dad always is bitching about, like, Fauci for some reason. I don't even know what the thing is, right? Like, he made money off whatever.
It's just because he was the funny thing is he was a Trump appointee
We're not doing...
All right.
Politics, right? What I'm saying is that politicians, lawyers, whatever, were like scumbags, right? Agents. There are jobs that you're just initially, these people are probably scummier than average, right? Doctors, teachers, firefighters, probably used to be cops, but I don't think that's the case anymore. There are jobs where people just assume if you have that job, you're a person who does good in the world.
Yeah,
just will almost always default to trusting you.
Yeah, like what we do is not for our best interest.
The nurse, right, who killed all those fucking people in Jersey.
I didn't see the documentary, but yeah, there's occasional cases like that. I mean, there's like an actual
the
real
Eddie
life
Redmayne movie is about the documentary. They're both on Netflix.
So this is like a real life Misery Kathy Bates character.
Yeah, well, they said he might have killed like 300 to 400 people.
Oh my! Like intentionally.
They convicted him on less than 100, but he was running in and injecting like shit into people's drips, like elderly patients.
Just to...
So, like, he'd run in and, like, fucking shoot, like, a shitload of insulin into, like, a normal old lady's drip.
Was it just...
And all of a sudden, they're, like, crashing and codes are going off, and he's, like, killing these old fuckers all over the place.
Just to get the shits and giggles out of... Or get his rocks off at killing people?
Just killing people.
Or was it because there's, like, I got too many people on my floor, I don't want to do work, and so he was just lazy and wanted to kill the people?
No, I don't think... It's probably much more work to go be the murdering nurse, right?
I don't know if you're just, like, trying to clear his floor so you didn't have to work.
My God,
Not that I'm making jokes of killing people, because I
gotta go
happened.
to Kiss on Saturday. I don't have time for this shit. No, I think he's just a fucking serial killer.
Okay, so there was,
and being a nurse,
I was legitimately wondering his motivation.
Who doesn't see a nurse, except for me, because I'm married to one, and be like, that person has your best interest.
Right, exactly. Like, especially a nurse. Like,
shots fired, Amy, who doesn't listen to the show. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of a brilliant conceit, right? Because he gives the aura, and Bubba Bill from it. I don't know if it's mean to make fun of stutters anymore.
It is definitely mean to make fun of stutters.
He's a fictional
But it's a fictional stutter, so probably a pass. We'll let you guys decide. We'll see how much hate mail you get.
I just called out everyone, so I probably will get it. It's fine. I'm not trying to be cruel. It's Bill from It.
Right. Yeah,
Stuttering
I totally
Bill.
forgot that
Big
until
Bill.
you brought that up.
And in that one, he kind of plays this doofus, like, writer, right? He was never my favorite actor. I can't remember his fucking name off the top of my head. But in this one, he actually finds this really good sweet spot.
Yeah. No, I loved his character.
Believable, maniacal villain.
Yeah. There's something I always love about the calm and collected intellectual
when
villain.
the husband leaves and he just sits by her and he's like, oh, bother. Like he's Winnie the Pooh. I was like, fuck, yeah.
Yeah, like there's something so terrifying about that.
Yeah.
That's like the Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah.
Like for us nerdy people, like the Thrawn. Like,
yeah.
There's something really terrifying about that super smart but collected character that is going to be surgical in whatever they do.
Yeah. No, I agree. He finds a really good balance.
Yeah.
Because essentially, this is when he's like, oh, I'm not gonna rape you. I keep that to a minimum.
Right, which is a weird sentence.
Whoa!
Whoa! We don't do that at all. We keep it to a minimum.
Not, how dare you? I'm just a wife murderer, not a rapist. He's like, barely ever. Yeah.
That was a weird choice of words.
Only Taco Tuesdays. It's like, what the fuck? No, but he's gonna lobotomize her.
Right, which is also another interesting thing. It's like thinking about like the medical field back in the 90s. Like, we both know you're not going to survive that procedure. Like, a doctor can just like walk away when a patient dies, like from a unnecessary medical procedure.
From that documentary, apparently people can fucking drop dead wherever in hospitals.
Apparently, maybe that might even still be the case. But I was like, yep, that was probably true in the 90s. That like doctors would just like fuck up a surgery and be like, oh,
whoops-a-daisy. Whoops-a-daisy.
Time to move on.
Yeah. But no, he's really good. It is a strange bit at the end when he decides to let her go. Because he seems to have this, I'm infatuated with you.
Yeah.
Right? Like, my time with you has been really fun here. And I'm like,
there's a reserve.
This is the kind of, like, rapist serial killer thing. I think the power domination thing rearing its ugly head.
Right. And, like, just before that, when he goes into the washroom and, like, says, another thing where he tells the nurse to walk away while she's naked.
Yeah.
And the nurse does and just walks away. And that she's
the nurse is like, damn it, Taco Tuesday. Like, she just knows. It's like, God damn it.
And she just, and she's getting washed off in what looks like just like a cement room with a hose.
That Rambo shit, dude. But no, this is the thing, is because it's the first killing we see is like this spontaneous, like, rage killing.
Right.
Now he's turned into this, like, serial killer. Like, he does this a lot. He abuses patients at this place.
No, this seemed more of like this was a survival technique. Like, he didn't want to kill her, but now he feels like he has to kill her.
He made it seem like he had sexually assaulted multiple times.
No,
like he's maybe gone through this before.
I got, like, again, like, this is like the interesting, like, motivation that it doesn't make sense, but I enjoy it, where she's causing him too much psychological stress at this point. So he's like, I have to kill you, otherwise I die.
This is what you get for sticking your nose in your neighbor's business.
Well, he does. He says, like, he blames her. It's her fault.
You pulled the fucking curtain string to be the murder weapon. Fucking close that shit.
That's true.
You had the curtain string in your hand.
He could have just closed the window. But again, he's doing this out of self-preservation and survival. Like, if he's
I don't know where I settled on that.
If he doesn't kill her, he'll die.
He gave a more predatory vibe to me by the end.
I got a predatory, but also at the same time, this was
because, like, he just goes in and is just like, I'm going to kill this husband, right? Like,
because
no fucking problem, and does it with that syringe again, as if I've done this before. Like, doesn't stab him.
Oh,
and get
he's
out
totally
of the
done it
room.
before, but
almost
is he
like
always
he's shocked that the guy can still fucking move.
Right. And then just like steps on his egg. But again, he's definitely done it before.
When he crushes the throat.
Like right in front of her as she watches.
Fucking brutal, man.
Yep. But of course he's done it before. This is a survival technique for him. Who
can go through serial killer?
Who can go through life and not be stressed?
Who can go through life and not kill a couple spouses?
But if
witnesses?
he gets stressed, he dies.
You know what's probably the most stressful side hustle is serial killing.
Also,
and raping.
Being a doctor.
And being a doctor.
Yeah, like that seems like the worst job for a guy who will die from stress.
Be a librarian, right?
Right.
A monk. But instead he's just adding terrible decisions onto his plate. Like letting her go, assuming that somehow...
Of course she's going to fucking attack him. He told her he's going to kill her.
She attacks me and just goes, snake.
You're right.
Like, what? Snake. Oh, you're impugning her honor?
You just thought she was going to let you kill her?
You fucking snake. How dare... What are you talking about, Billy? Like, what's going on?
And then he runs out of pills and is shocked. I'm like, if my life depended on those pills and if I was going to need them like every 20
guy
minutes...
with a prescription pad?
Yeah. I would make sure that it had pills. Like, when I got pulled out the last of those pills, I would fucking refill that bottle.
Yeah.
If I had 3 left, I would fucking refill that bottle.
Yeah. But again, he's more of a murderer rapist than a doctor at this point.
Yeah, he's not always, like I say, he's not making the best decisions all around.
You're a murderer.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Bitch, you're a murderer. And he's like, no, I'm a murderer like you.
Yeah,
like, right. What is this, like, semantical jujitsu at the end?
These logical backflips that he's, like, trying to make to justify his killing.
Just a dumb bitch of a man.
Yeah.
Like, just a dumb bitch this guy is. Like, just sucks.
But still, a character that I actually really enjoyed watching.
I enjoyed him, too, right?
Yeah.
Like, the interplay of Patricia Clarkson?
I think that's right. Clarkson.
So good, especially in a non-speaking role. Like, really finds a way to get that emoting to us.
Yeah,
great performances. Yeah, Bill dies, and at the end, she's just kind of laughing because he's like, "You can't talk." And she's like, "The fuck I can't." And you're like, "Oh shit, yeah." It's like when Caesar talks, right, in Planet of the Apes. He's like, "No."
Right,
and you're like, "Yeah," right.
Yeah.
It's a cathartic moment of release. Yep. And then she just kind of laughs like, "The doctor's not coming out."
Right. And so, and then I do love at the end when the Crypt Keeper comes on, is like, do you want to know what happened to her? Then, or like, what does he say? Like, you sign up for a subscription or something like that? Or it's like, because, that's one thought. Yeah, I was like, okay, does she get stuck in there for the rest of her life? Because he was the only guy who could have released her.
Also,
and she killed him.
Now they have it on video that he fucking was murdered by her.
Well, he died of a heart attack. She just didn't save him.
She physically accosted him.
She did, but
and then
squeezing
he fought
his face
back by strangulation, which is weird.
Yeah, and then he falls over.
Choke, like when I used to do jujitsu, that we used to call that a rape choke.
With a strangling like that?
The 2 hands on the neck, right? That's like an aggressive, like predatory move, right?
Right.
So you would work on defending that, right? Like if a rapist attacked you or whatever. We did it in like a sports context, not like a fucking attack. But that's what it was called, right? So there is a thing that if he's on video doing that...
Right, like he's choking her and falls over. So
but essentially what it is, a lady attacks a doctor defends himself, and then dies of a heart attack. So
I would say he defended himself.
She's not coming out until the cops go to his apartment and find dead bodies.
Right.
But we don't know how long this has been.
True. Yeah, they kind of like fast. You kind of like had this like time warp thing.
This has been 3 months.
Right.
Because both bodies are gone, dude.
That's true. Because he says like, "Oh, I'm not happy with her progress. This hasn't been like a day or two. This has been months, probably."
So he could have fucking just gotten rid of bodies, hid evidence. Yep. Once they start digging, maybe they'll find. But I assume this is a bad, tragic ending for everyone.
Right. Yes. I would, because again, he says, "I'm the only one who can get you out of here."
Yeah.
And now he's dead. So she's probably stuck there.
Brutal.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. It's not. It's a fun episode. It's a well executed idea.
Yeah, it's a great story. It's
the
it's
acting
not Tales
is
from
the star of this one.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a Tales from the Crypt episode, even though it is a Tales from the Crypt episode, but it's a good episode.
Yeah, it's a little out of that kind of mainstream of what they do.
Right.
But it's just a good setup. It's this kind of like low rent, cringier Rear Window.
Right.
Which works really well.
I agree.
So that's it for this episode of Tales from the Crypt. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you enjoyed it enough to share it with a friend who you think would like to join us here on Patreon.
We appreciate you guys spending the time, and we will see you next week for another amazing Tale from the Crypt.
Good night, everybody.
Bye!